Hi, it's the Wealthy Expat here. As you've seen in the news recently, the European Union is strongly against citizenship by investment. They want to cancel Malta's citizenship by investment program. They want to punish countries that are doing citizenship by investment, and they've even proposed taking away visa-free travel to citizenship by investment countries just like St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Grenada, and so on. We're going to discuss Vanuatu citizenship and how it's losing access to the Schengen area and the European Union very soon, and could potentially other passports just like St. Kitts and other citizenship by investment programs, are they going to lose access to Europe? Are they going to lose access to other countries around the world? And are they going to become worthless passports? Let's see what we can do. Now, first up, I just want to show you this announcement here. Vanuatu removed from the EU visa waiver program. This was very recently. Vanuatu passport holders will not be able to apply for ETIAS, which is basically going to start next year, and will instead need a visa for the Schengen area. And basically, if you go down, the Vanuatu passport allows visa-free access, and the scheme first came under EU scrutiny for not meeting obligatory due diligence controls to ensure participants were not engaged in fraudulent or criminal activity. And the EU Commission announced its proposal to suspend the visa-free waiver program in a press release on January 12th, and they will be given 2 months notice from the date of the publication that they will not have visa-free access anymore. And now also on top of that, citizenship by investment programs, in order to collaborate with the EU, collaborate with NATO, collaborate with other programs, they've actually suspended all Russian and Belarusian nationals. This is from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Unit. This is a circular that they gave March 10th, which was yesterday. You might be seeing this video later on, but I'm filming it March 11th. The government of Grenada has decided to temporarily suspend the acceptance of new applications from Russian and Belarusian for the Citizenship by Investment program with immediate effect. They're closely monitoring the situation in Ukraine. What do I think about this? Are St. Kitts and other programs like that, because of the EU not wanting citizenship by investment anymore, they want to take out Malta citizenship by investment. They want to tax golden visas. They want to make sure that nobody buys or gets their way into a EU citizenship with money. They don't want that to happen. Plus, they might punish passports like the St. Kitts passport by saying, hey, if you got the passport by investment, no. You can't travel to the EU without a visa. You can't travel with the ETIAS, which is like the ESTA in the United States. It's visa-free waiver. You just basically put a little form with your information, then you get into Europe. Are they going to remove that for these passports? And I'm genuinely a little bit afraid that they're going to do that. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but the way the EU is going right now is punishing wealth that is coming to Europe and punishing countries that are welcoming wealth into their countries in exchange for a passport. Now that St. Kitts and all these other governments have basically banned the Russians and Belarusians from applying, some of them have even banned Ukrainians for applying because they can't do any due diligence in the country because there's obviously a war going on. They're siding with NATO, they're siding with the West, they're siding with the EU, with the US, because they want to make sure that they have good relationships with them. But they're also selling their passports, and the EU really doesn't like that. So there is a slight chance, unfortunately, that these passports might lose access to the EU, to the Schengen area, once the ETIAS is implemented. So what is going to be the solution? A lot of these passports, hopefully, like the St. Kitts, which has a great reputation, a lot of people know about their program, but it's a program that has lost Schengen access, has gained Schengen access, has lost Canada access, is working on getting it back again. So it's basically a program that has done strict due diligence on all its applicants. They've basically been very disciplined in their work. I don't see St. Kitts losing visa-free travel anytime soon. What I do see is maybe some countries start getting some restrictions. For example, countries like Dominica, which is extremely popular. It's one of those programs that gets the most applications, to be honest, in terms of volume. They get the most people buying it because it's a cheaper passport. I do see Dominica maybe having some trouble later on, having some trouble because now they have good relationship with China, good relationship with Russia, and maybe the West gives them some trouble into getting into the EU, potentially even getting US or Canada visa-free travel. That probably will never happen. And St. Kitts might be one of those last countries that gets removed from the Schengen area access. I'm really hoping that this never happens. So obviously, I tell people to get a second passport, to get citizenship by investment, but if this is going to be my only passport and I love traveling through Europe, then honestly, I'm just gonna go and get a golden visa or a residence permit somewhere in Europe because I don't wanna lose that EU access with just one passport in St. Kitts and have to apply for a Schengen visa again and again. And just to show a little bit more of this particular situation, here you have the European Parliament website, and basically it says MEPs call for a ban on golden passport and EU rules for golden visas. And it's basically saying that golden passports, golden visas are objectionable ethically, legally, and economically, and pose several security risks. Yeah, because countries wanting wealth to come to their countries is bad for everybody, sure. So basically it says ban golden passports like Malta, ban golden visas like Portugal, Greece, Latvia, all of those, ban them. Italy, ban them. And also the problem here, the report stresses that intermediaries for these schemes are neither transparent nor held accountable, calling for a ban on their involvement in CBIs and a strict and binding regulation for RBIs, residence by investment, citizenship by investment. MEPs want to put a stop to marketing practices that use EU symbols or point to the benefits of EU citizenship. So basically this would affect me, to be honest. They want to put a stop to all marketing practices. So if I make a video about the Portugal Golden Visa and where you should get Portugal Golden Visa or where you should get the Maltese citizenship by investment, they want to put restrictions on me because I can't make videos about that because it's a bad practice to invite people to join the European Union and become a citizen of the EU. So it does apply to me. You might see me making less videos about these programs if this does come into effect. And the text also asks the Commission to put pressure, and this is the important part that I mentioned before, put pressure on third countries that benefit from visa-free travel to the EU to abolish their CBI and reform their RBI. And this is the part that really scares me because all of these countries, let's say El Salvador, start a citizenship by investment program with Bitcoin. I talked about it in another video. They have visa-free access to the EU. They might lose it because they start citizenship by investment. You might see with a lot of these passports is that they either put a lot of pressure on them to take a lot less applicants or be more diligent with the applications or accept less nationalities. What I also see potentially happening here is that the EU might say, these people that are getting St. Kitts, Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica citizenship by investment, where do they come from? If they come from countries that the EU thinks are worse than them, countries that are at war, countries that are sanctioned and so on, if they come from those countries, then they need a visa to come to the EU. If they come from other countries like US, Canada, Australia, but they choose to travel on that passport, then it's okay. That might happen because some other countries do that. For example, if you're from Iraq and you get a St. Kitts citizenship by investment program or any citizenship by investment programs, countries that St. Kitts allows you to go visa-free, some of these countries they'll require you to have a visa because they just think that the country where you're coming from is a bad country objectively. And that might happen with a lot of these programs. If you're from St. Kitts, if you're from Grenada, from Dominica, you use one of those passports to get in, and your origin country or other passport that you have is from a country that they think is a bad country objectively or has a bad passport, then no, I'm sorry, but you need a visa to come to the EU. So that I might see as a first step that might happen, or the pressure that they will get from the EU, and then maybe even later on refuse Schengen access entirely. And that's why I think it's super important to not just have one second passport, for example, like a St. Kitts, but also have residence permits all over the world and have different passports as you're working towards. So for example, I'm working on the Golden Visa. If it doesn't get shut down because of these people, if it doesn't get shut down, then I get the Portugal Golden Visa, or I get a Slovenia residence permit or a Polish residence permit. I'm working on multiple options all over the world just so I don't have one passport. I have the residence here in the UAE. I'm working on another residence in Asia, and I have multiple bases all over the world. And that's what I recommend to many people. Just have your options because you never know when they're going to change. Maybe you're working on the Portugal Golden Visa and it takes you 2 to 3 more years to get a passport, and the whole thing gets canceled. You'll never get your passport. Okay, time for a plan B, time to think about another country, about another residence permit or residence by investment. And that's what I want you to think always. If this program goes down, if they take it down, they put a lot of pressure. Okay, what other program can I get? What other country can I work towards citizenship? That is my mindset. That is what I'm always looking at and what I tell my clients, and what I highly recommend you to be looking at when it comes to these situations. If you need help getting other passports, other residence permits, for example, in tax-free countries like here, the United Arab Emirates, we can obviously help you. We're Wealthy Expat. We're now a company of many people. I'm the owner and the CEO, and we can help you with absolutely everything. Getting a second passport, getting a second residence, lowering your taxes down to 0. We can help you with absolutely you everything, just click that first link in the description. Book a one-on-one call with us, wealthyexpatcall.com. Book a one-on-one call with us. Let's see if we can help you, discuss your situation, what your options are, depending on what passport you have, what passports you want to have, what citizenships and what residences you want to have. We'll discuss everything on that call. It's for free. And check out the video that is right here. Do I regret buying St. Kitts citizenship by investment? Do I regret paying $150,000 for this passport? I discuss it in detail. Is it a bad decision or a good decision for you? A lot of people love that video. Check it out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button down below. I'm the Wealthy Expat. I'll see you on the next video.